Welcome back, it is your boy Joker and we are here again with another video today. How are you guys doing? I am doing alright myself, and hey look, if you guys are new here, just know every single day we upload a ZZZ video. We do not stop no matter what's going on. So look, I'm gonna hop right into it. Now, I'm not sure if anybody else or other people have seen this, but there has been like slight half and half on future co-op stuff, right? And now this is something that I've talked about in my videos before, where I've expressed some co-op things that I would like, and you know, some co-op things that I think might not be a little bit more popular, but there are some people that are saying like they don't really want co-op in the game in general, right? And now let's look at it, right? So when you compare something like this to let's get another Hoyo game, let's say Genshin Impact, where both of them are made by the same exact company, right? But Genshin Impact has a lot more multiplayer aspects in it. Obviously, when you look at the open world multiplayer aspect, I'm sorry, that probably won't pertain to ZZero as much because of the fact that, well, there is some open world based stuff, but it's not as big as Genshin Impact, right? These are things that you kind of like at a cutscene travel. There's not really cutscene travels in Genshin Impact. Like, you guys can start at Mondstadt and walk all the way across the continent somewhere else. Here, it's more cutscene stuff like that, so you won't really see any type of open world multiplayer that I know of, right? If they do put it in there, I think it would be a little weird. I mean, to have somebody kind of just walking around. Like, I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know. I wouldn't see it be possible. I think that the multiplayer that I would want to see the most would be obviously raid bosses. Hopefully we get those. I'm gonna tap into that a little bit more, right? But raid bosses, weekly bosses, and just things like that that you can farm with your characters. Hopefully you can get in there with other people. Maybe get a total of 3, you know, and just kind of see how that works. Now when it comes to stuff like weekly bosses, they have had it, or they did have it before in the beta, right? And they took it out because of the fact that, from what I know, right, it was a little too clunky, right? Like, you had the bosses and stuff like that. They were fighting. It looked like they were only built to kind of fight one person at a time, and it kind of sucked because it made it a little easier to farm, because if you go in there with 2 people, I think the max was 3, go in there with 3, it's only going to focus one person the entire time, so the other 2 could just beat the heck out of it, versus it doing a lot more AoE moves and how that works. Now, obviously, when you are playing against the bosses or the weeklies like themselves, it's a little bit more difficult for them to fight multiple people because they're only focused on you, right? That's just how the coding of the game is. So I think that when it comes to stuff like, let's say, the routine cleanups and stuff like that, where there's multiple people instead of just one boss, that might be a little bit more feasible because of the fact that the little hordes can pick and choose who they want to fight. Obviously, probably still going to be easy. So I don't know how they're going to fix that as far as the weeklies go. I think they might just keep it out of the game, because it would pretty much mean that they would have to kind of start from ground zero, or start from scratch as far as trying to build the models up to be more of AoE based or give them new moves, and I don't know if that's what they want to do. But what I do want to see, or at least what I would like to see, would be more of the raid bosses, right? Like, so you get a freaking you get a boss, right? It could be somebody in the game, or it could be somebody completely new, and then obviously give him some AoE moves or something like that makes it a little bit more challenging for the multiplayer aspect, so he's not just zoned in on one person the entire time. Throw the raid bosses in there. I think that that's going to be really cool. Like, when you look at stuff like Tower of Fantasy, they have these open world bosses, or, you know, these kind of like raid aspects where you go in there and you can fight this big boss with your X amount of players, and I think it's really cool that you could do that, because when you look at ZZero, right, or MiHoYo games in general, they do have like multiplayer aspects of it. Right now, ZZero is the only one that's really lacking because of the fact that the ones that they had, like I said, they took it out. And it's like, I can see, and I don't want to rush nobody, right? This is coming from somebody that does want the multiplayer in the game, right? I don't want to rush anybody doing it. Take your time, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I am, as you guys can see, kind of on team want multiplayer, just because of the fact that I do have friends that I play with. I have a friends list, I have a lot of people on it, and you know, we hop in Discord all the time, we talk about our characters, do stuff like that. So it would be cool to just be able to see or at least put them to the test in raid battles and stuff like that. Now, as far as the people that don't want them in the game, I do see how it can, because it could be a little bit more, I don't want to say competitive. Like I don't like, the only way that I can see it is because of the clunkiness of the weekly bosses, right? Now the game is good enough to where you don't really need multiplayer at all. Like, I've been having a lot of fun. I'm still adventure rank. I keep saying adventure rank, I'm sorry. I'm still internet level 51, right? Almost 52. And other than playing the little game like events like that, I haven't really done any multiplayer at all, and I'm still having a blast, right? I'm still upgrading my characters. I'm still having fun doing everything. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like that too. So you do have some people that are like, look man, we don't really need multiplayer, or I mean, multiplayer is alright, but don't like try to hard force it down our throats, because some people do really just like playing by themselves and being able to enjoy the game. So I do see both sides of that coin. But hey, what do you guys think, right? I want to know what you guys think, what the people that are watching this is, because I do hear like different sides of it. I am on team co-op, but I do understand the people that don't necessarily want it in the game, because I am on the side of, I do want more co-op aspects in the game, but I don't want you guys to rush it. Like, if it takes some patches to do it, take your time, you know what I mean? Because I want it to be, when it comes out, not necessarily perfect, but I do want it to be good. That way you don't have a rushed product out there, and then you get more people to complain about it. But that is my take on the co-op thing, right? I did see a couple of people here talking about it, and I was like, okay, well, let me give my quick take. I have said some things about co-op before in the past, but what do you guys think, man? Do you guys team co-op, team no co-op? Are you guys indifferent? Are you guys having fun regardless? Let me know, man. And hey, bro, look, like I said before, every single day we hop in here, we do these videos. So look, thank you guys for coming by and sharing your thoughts, listening to my thoughts. And if you like what you see, drop a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.